was thinking about PTSD today and how all these experiences will just come back up in my mind and kind of bring me some like fear or trauma. Like it's kind of like high alert is what I communicate it as. It's like feeling like you're in danger or having a hard time doing things because you have to do all these other things in order to feel safe, in order to do all these other things. And so, like, right now, for me, it's getting through my schoolwork and needing to get to a place of feeling calm and settled. And I usually have to exercise a lot, do a lot of housework, do just a lot of self-care, journaling, reading, but like moving, exercising, making myself feel like calm or also exhausting my body. But as I was thinking about PTSD and just the process of how the brain brings up these memories or all these different triggers can happen, like last week I had an experience with a classmate who I am just never going to talk to again. But they they berated me and harassed me because of my political views, where I asked them several times not to talk to me about politics because I know that we have opposing views, and but his views are so extreme and he cannot seem to be open to anybody else's point of views, and all he has to do, like all he has to say is like attack, attack, attack about the person that I voted for. And but it doesn't matter, we're all different, but we're also very much the same, and we all need to have different opinions and different points of views, but we need to respect each other's point of views. So anyways, my brain has been just really like up there, and I've been very extra emotional and been feeling very like extra sensitive lately. But then as I'm remembering all these different things that keep popping up, like that's just kind of how your brain works when you've been through a lot of severely traumatic experiences. And that's like not even close to as extreme as things, could have been or have been, or anyways. But I feel like it's your brain, like the universe is like using this kind of experience to remind us, like, look at what you've been through. And it's really funny about today being Veterans Day. So I know that there's lots of veterans out there that have PTSD and have a lot of issues mentally because of the extreme circumstances and situations that they've witnessed and gone through. And if any of you are watching, thank you for your sacrifice and for doing what you could to be part of, saving us and keeping us safe and protecting our country. And so that's, all of the sacrifices and all the torture and all the pain and suffering that all of you veterans have gone through. We cannot even come close to understanding a lot of the experiences that you all have gone through. So sometimes I feel really uncomfortable talking about my PTSD because I know there's a lot of people out there who have been through way worse things. But anyways, back to it. It made me think about how all these memories are coming back. And maybe it's the universe using the brain or the trauma brain to help us remember, like, look at this experience. You survived through this. And look how it's helped you grow. Look at this experience and look at, what is the lesson that you need to learn from this experience? Like, okay, well, there have been several really dangerous guys that I've dated. One of them killed his girlfriend that he dated after he and I dated. It's like, okay. Glad I got out of that one. But I'm like, okay, well, I need to learn to take my time and get to know somebody before dating them. And I'm also remembering back in the party days, like, there were a lot of things that I did to my body, and I was like, how am I alive? And so that's one of the things that'll come back to me, and I'm like, I've done so much harm to my body. I cannot, like, I probably have lung cancer or this or that, but I don't. My body is healing and my body is safe, and I take much better care of my body now, and I'm okay. But these experiences have helped me, although I'm still, growing and learning from all of the things and more things. But I kind of feel like our perception and our perspectives need to change with a lot of things, and myself included, because when we look at these traumas or these experiences that we've had, it helps us see, like, where do we need to work on ourselves. I definitely need to be better at standing up for myself. I'm much better at doing something for someone else. If somebody else is in danger, I'm much more like apt to do something. I'm a protector. But then when it comes to myself, I'm like, I'm not that important. So why am I going to stand up for myself? And so I'm learning. I'm learning from that. I'm learning from that really terrible point of view of I am important and I do deserve to feel safe and I do deserve to be taken care of and protected. And even if I have to just, make somebody else uncomfortable who's making me uncomfortable and tell them, what you're doing is not okay and you're harming me. But it's still, there's always just, anyways, there's a lot of things that I'm personally working on, but I just wanted to share that kind of perspective because maybe it can help somebody else. Like, think about these thoughts, think about these memories, and see, well, why is it coming up? What do you still need to learn from it? What do you still need to remember from it? And sure, maybe it is the pain because you maybe need to remember, like, don't do that to yourself again, or be more careful with your friendships, be more careful with what you're doing to your body, be more careful with how you're treating other people, or be more careful with how you're treating yourself, or whatever it is. But sometimes there are things that happen that are out of our control, and that, it's still like those kind of memories and experiences are still there to help us learn and grow. And all the things that we go through are part of our journey, and I try not to have any regret. And even the things that I did that were not good, I still feel like, okay, well, I needed to have that experience in order to learn, okay, nope, you shouldn't do that. And that's why you're not supposed to do that. But that's part of being a human. We're here to learn and grow and experience. And hopefully we do grow from the experiences, and we do learn lessons from the experiences that help us move forward on our journey and help us become more aware and help us become kinder and softer and more gentle and more loving, not even just for others, but for ourselves, because we're here, we're here to grow. And sure, we're here with all these people, but we're really just here alone. And we're with ourselves for this entire life as this human vessel. And the experiences that we have, sure, parts of them are supposed to be helpful for other people, but mostly it's supposed to be helpful for us. And so being kind to ourselves and learning how important and valuable we are, I think that's a really big concept and lesson to learn and really understand, because nobody else is going to be here with you through everything except for yourself. And sure, you're going to have family, friends, partners, children, coworkers, bosses, employees. All these people are just, they're part of your experience. But the one that you should be the kindest and most loving and nurturing to, that's the word that really wanted to come out, loving and nurturing to yourself, the more you can also start to have compassion for other people, because it's all connected in this divine, beautiful cycle of life and love. And I don't know who else, if any of you deal with triggers or like really hard memories or whatever, can pop up in your headspace or make you feel unsettled. I just encourage you to think of it as a blessing and a gift to be able to think about that and think of it in a way. And it's obviously it's not going to really help to an extent of like you really feeling fully safe and calm, but maybe it'll help even just a little bit to think of these experiences, the memories, as an opportunity to go, like meditate on it and go back to yourself and like tell yourself that you're doing a good job. Tell yourself that you forgive yourself and that you understand why you had to do that, but you're going to be okay and everything's going to be okay. And this is just a part of your journey. And just be very tender with yourself. A friend of mine came by with eggs and I was getting ready to meditate, and I had talked to her about some of my childhood stuff that I still try to work through, and she told me to go back to my child, self in my meditation and nurture her and tell her it's going to be okay and that you're doing a good job. And I did that, and boy, did I start crying. And then I started going to other, like, different parts of my life and did the same thing. And it felt really good. And I could, like, see myself on my walks or see myself going through this or that really hard time in my life. And it made my whole spirit feel a shift. And I think that's something that we should all remember about is everything is energy. And I've read a lot about how everything is happening right now. Everything is all these other past years and other life experiences that we've had and on different planes. Like everything is happening right now. And so, because everything that's present is everything that's all that exists, right? But going back and helping yourself heal through meditation and visualization practices and just, I don't know, I feel like it's important to try different things to really help yourself heal and grow and find peace and closure, I guess, too, with some things. I know karma is a big deal and a big part of my belief system. And so I've felt like I've brought a lot of karma with me through these different experiences that I've gone through. And I know that we bring karma with us from past lives. But anyways, I guess that's all. It's more than I wanted to talk about, but that's okay. I was going to do this as a short. Maybe I can put some of it as a short, but I think, I always just want to see if I can be able to help anyone with some of the things that I am processing through and learning and growing with. And this is the way of my ability to express myself and my truth and my healing process, and hoping to help other people along on their journey. And yeah, I guess that's that. I'm getting into my awkward, like, okay, I don't know what else to say. I guess this is it. And that's that. So now it's time for me to go do some schoolwork. All right. Happy Veterans Day to all you vets, and thank you to all of you for being here. And I hope that you enjoy your day and your life and find little pieces of things, little golden nuggets throughout your days to help you feel worthwhile and important to not just others around you, but to yourself, because you are important. All right, talk to you soon.